Hey there, geography enthusiasts! Ever thought the world of maps and coordinates was just for serious study? Today, we're diving into some of the quirkiest and most pointless geographic facts that will tickle your funny bone and maybe even blow your mind a little. From countries expanding like they're on steroids to seas without shores, we've got a lineup of bizarre and fascinating tidbits that prove our planet is full of surprises. So sit back, relax, and get ready to journey through 8 minutes of geographic weirdness that'll leave you both amused and amazed. Let's get started. 1. Iceland is growing 5 centimeters each year. Did you know Iceland is growing bigger every year? The island expands about 5 centimeters annually thanks to its spot on the mid-Atlantic ridge. Iceland sits where the North American and Eurasian tectonic plates drift apart, causing land to stretch and fill with magma from the Earth's core. This movement gave Iceland its dramatic volcanic landscape and constantly added new land. So, next time you're in a hot spring or exploring a glacier, remember that Iceland is continually evolving, making it one of the most incredible places on Earth. 2. The Saraso Sea has no coasts. Have you ever heard of a sea without a coastline? The Saraso Sea, nestled in the North Atlantic Ocean, is the world's only sea that doesn't touch any land. Surrounded by ocean currents, it forms a swirling gyre, creating a unique, ever-shifting habitat. Named after the floating sargassum seaweed, this sea teems with life. Massive mats of seaweed provide shelter and food for baby sea turtles, shrimp, crabs, and fish. It's also a crucial spawning ground for eels and white marlin, vital for the ocean's ecological balance. 3. Russia's Trans-Siberian Railway crosses 3,901 bridges. Alright guys, get ready for an epic journey across Russia on the Trans-Siberian Railway. This legendary route stretches over 9,289 kilometers from Moscow to Vladivostok, crossing 3,901 bridge. Imagine traveling through 8 time zones, experiencing dense Siberian forests and vast Russian steppes. Built between 1891 and 1916, the Trans-Siberian Railway is an engineering marvel and cultural lifeline, connecting cities and showcasing Russia's diverse landscapes. It's vital for trade and offers breathtaking views of mountains, rivers, and endless plains. Hop on and enjoy an unforgettable ride through Russia. 4. Earth has enough gold to cover itself in it. Here's a glittering nugget. Earth has enough gold buried in its core to cover the entire planet knee-high. Most of this gold sank to the core during Earth's formation billions of years ago, with about 99% stuck out of reach. On the surface, gold has been mined for thousands of years for its beauty and rarity. Today, it's used in jewelry and electronics due to its conductivity and resistance to corrosion. The richest sources are in South Africa, Australia, and Russia. Keep dreaming big. Maybe we'll tap into that underground treasure someday. 5. It takes 90 days for 1 drop of water to travel the Mississippi River. Starting from Lake Itasca in northern Minnesota, this drop travels 2,340 miles to the Gulf of Mexico. Along the way, it winds through 10 states, encountering everything from bustling cities to serene natural landscapes. As it travels, the water speed varies. Near the source, it moves at about 1.2 miles per hour. When it reaches the southern stretches near New Orleans, it speeds up to around 3 miles per hour. This slow but steady journey focuses on the river's crucial role in supporting diverse ecosystems and serving as a major commercial waterway. 6. You won't sink in the Dead Sea. You won't ever sink in the Dead Sea, and it's all about the salt. The Dead Sea is nearly 10 times saltier than typical oceans, making its water extremely dense. This high salinity boosts buoyancy, so you float effortlessly like a human cork, even if you can't swim. Historically, the Dead Sea's mineral-rich waters and mud have been famed for their healing properties, attracting visitors for thousands of years. It's the lowest point on Earth's surface, about 430 meters below sea level. Take a dip and enjoy this natural wonder. 7. One country has 840 languages. Let's talk about Papua New Guinea, the land of linguistic wonders. It's the most linguistically diverse country on Earth, with over 840 languages. Each language reflects different cultural groups and the nation's rich heritage. Efforts to preserve these languages are crucial as small communities speak many at risk of extinction. Linguists and local organizations are documenting and teaching these languages to keep them alive. Papua New Guinea's vibrant linguistic landscape is about more than communication. It preserves the essence of diverse cultures. Hats off to this incredible linguistic mosaic. 8. Peru has floating islands on a lake. Imagine living on an island made entirely of reeds. That's the reality for the Uros people on Lake Titicaca in Peru. These floating islands are constructed from layers of totora reeds that grow in the lake. The Uros have built and maintained these islands for centuries to escape conflicts with neighboring tribes. Today, these islands are not just homes, but a vital part of their culture and tourism. Visitors can experience their unique lifestyle, which includes traditional crafts and reed boat rides, giving a glimpse into a fascinating way of life that blends ancient traditions with modern touches. 9. Australia's red rock is bigger than you think. Let's talk about Uluru, also known as Ayers Rock, one of Australia's most iconic landmarks. Rising 348 meters high with a 9.4-kilometer circumference, this massive sandstone monolith is sacred to the indigenous Anangu people who have lived there for thousands of years. Uluru holds profound cultural and spiritual significance, featuring ancient rock art and holy sites. The rock famously changes colors throughout the day, glowing red at sunrise and sunset, making it a must-see marvel for anyone visiting the outback. 10. The world's smallest museum is 36 square feet. Have you ever had a chance to visit the world's most miniature museum in Superior, Arizona? This quirky museum is a mere 36 square feet, but packs in a ton of charm and history. Exhibits range from a 1984 compact home computer to a Beatles concert poster, and even a letter from President-elect John F. Kennedy. One of the highlights is the world's largest Apache tear, a type of volcanic glass. Despite its tiny size, this museum offers a delightful and eclectic collection of artifacts, making it a must-see roadside attraction. Plus, it's free to visit. So, if you're ever in Arizona, don't miss out on this world of curiosities. 11. The average number of people born every minute worldwide is about 250. Have you ever wondered just how busy our planet is? Well, about 256 new faces join the world every minute. Every tick of the clock brings us 256 bouncing babies, adding up to over 384,000 births a day. It's like the Earth throws a continuous round-the-clock baby shower, keeping the global population on a steady rise. 12. Antarctica has no permanent residents. Next, let's talk about a place with hardly any residents. Antarctica may seem like a frozen wasteland, but up to 5,000 people brave the cold for research and exploration during summer. Imagine living where the only locals are penguins and seals, and your neighbors are scientists from around the globe. It's a temporary, icy community, making summer in Antarctica anything but ordinary. 13. We are living longer. Did you know we're living longer than ever before? Global life expectancy at birth jumped from 67 to 71 years between 2000 and 2015, and it's only getting better. By 2045 to 2050, it's projected to reach around 77 years. By 2095 to 2100, it could hit 83 years. This increase is due to improvements in healthcare, nutrition, and living conditions. So, as we move forward, we can look forward to more golden years ahead. Here's to a longer, healthier life for everyone. 14. Almost half the world's population lives in countries with low fertility. Between 2010 and 2015, nearly half of the world's population lived in countries with meager birth rates. Specifically, 46% of people were in 83 countries where the fertility rate was below the 2.1 threshold needed to maintain the population. This means that many countries aren't having enough babies to replace their current population, leading to potential long-term demographic challenges like aging populations and shrinking workforces. It's a significant trend that's reshaping global demographics. If you could visit any of these unique places, which would it be? The ever-growing Iceland, the coastless Saraso Sea, the floating islands of Lake Titicaca, or the world's most miniature museum in Arizona? Share your choice and why in the comments below. If you loved this one, wait, we have another fantastic video coming up. Thanks for watching, and seeing you in the next of Earth Basics.